Hello once again. Back here on the Sportscast, live, Juicy Whip Studios on a Sunday. Special Sunday episode of Pigskin Pick'ems as we just wrapped up the Sportscast Fantasy Football Draft. Thank you everybody for chiming in, talking shit during it. Good times. Once again, Knocker will finish last. And
Sorry.
with our questions about his picks. But life moves on. Cam, looking stacked once again. Happy with it?
Yeah, I mean, I could score the most points and not win again. I mean, that was fun.
It was fun?
You
think you have a good chance again?
I think I have a decent chance.
Johnny Ice packed his team up once again.
I always think I have a decent chance, but I just lose in the playoffs. I'm Andy Reid cursed.
You're the Andy Reid of the fantasy football world?
I am. I've only won once, and it was like just pure luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been stacked. Always been going to the playoffs.
Always going to the playoffs. It's a good time. We got football just kicked off yesterday for college, pretty much everywhere. Got another big game tonight in Miami. But Knocker, your first just overview of your first Saturday of football. How did it go for you? I know it wasn't stress free because I know you were betting since Thursday, since Minnesota played on that Thursday night.
Yeah,
I know it began for you. So how is it? How are things progressing so far in the new college year season?
On my gambling?
You're pulling your hair out?
No, well.
You know how are things transcribing for you?
It started off okay. I won the Minnesota game.
Okay, so you were a winner then, right? Okay.
Winning.
Okay.
Then I bet on the Shartans. They sharted in their fucking pants.
Who are the Shartans? Who are the Shartans?
Michigan State Shartans.
Oh, wow.
You are one pathetic loser.
You know what I will say about that game? Utah State looked pretty good.
Yes.
They look like Chucky Keaton good.
Fast. They played fast, and Michigan State's quarterback, I'm just not impressed at all.
You don't like
not
the rookie?
Impressed. The interception he threw, he just didn't impress me at all. I'm not impressed
I was
with that.
underwhelmed by. We were talking about this during the break, but I was underwhelmed by L.J. Scott, the running back.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really do much.
No, they didn't do much of anything. It just, for a team that's supposed to contend, a dark horse for the playoffs.
I like him.
Didn't look good enough.
Yeah, and we were talking about this too during the break. I think that's the Big Ten East winner this year.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. There's just something about them having that much returning talent. I like the quarterback combo with the quarterback.
Was there any? Would you say there was any upsets yesterday in college football at all? Was there an upset game that you were like? I mean, I'm surprised Texas lost to Maryland.
No,
that was a surprise. I thought Texas was a little better than
Maryland. Seems to have their number. The shocking game, really was Appalachian State.
Yeah.
Taking it to Penn State?
Penn State. I mean, they were up 38-31 with a minute 47
Penn State
left.
won that game, though, right?
They won it in overtime.
That game.
They came back.
Do you chalk that up, though, as kind of that first game, though, too? I mean, that's their biggest game probably of the season, right? Appalachian State.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, they're a championship in their division. They, conference champions, national champions, blah, blah, blah. They went into the big house, 6 years ago and beat Michigan. Is it 11 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And beat Michigan. So they have a pedigree as far as being a good football program. But Penn State, you're supposed to contend for a national title, and it just wasn't there.
It wasn't doing it.
So I lost that one. But okay, following my bets, I took Oklahoma Ohio State parlay in the first half.
Because you posted 5 on the site, right?
I hit that. Well, these are my bets. These aren't what I posted.
Okay.
There's a combination of the two. Because you know me, I post them and then I bet something else. That's the idiot that I am.
Right.
So I won those two, so I was ahead $25, right?
Yeah.
Because you know me, I post them and then I bet something else. So
see, I wanted to play it twice. Yeah, and so what? You opened up the morning.
Opened up the morning, hit the parlay, Ohio State to Oklahoma in the first half.
You gotta love those 9 a.m. parlays that Knocker gets in.
Well, it sets up the day. Either I'm not betting anymore or I'm playing on house money. One of the two.
Yeah.
So I was on house money.
Okay.
Took Penn State in the first half, nothing. Took USC in the first half, nothing.
Nothing.
Right. And then I had in the afternoon, I had Alabama in the first half, parlayed to Nebraska first half. Alabama won. The other game got canceled, so they split the.
Everything kind of played out as it should have yesterday, though, right?
Pretty much so.
That Michigan game surprised you guys? I mean, Michigan, that was the big game everyone was watching. Cam, you're a big Michigan fan, so was my family. They were. My wife was upset at the game. The quarterback, you said they didn't have an offensive line. The quarterback play didn't look great to me. Was it Shea Patterson, the new quarterback over there? He had to come out in the fourth quarter because he's dehydrated or something.
You can't look good behind a terrible offensive line. I thought My impressions of the game was it was a very sloppy played game from both sides of the ball. Notre Dame came out firing. Notre Dame should have won that game by at least 20+ the way Michigan played yesterday. I was impressed that Michigan was even in the game.
Yeah, you got it. They hung in, and after that first blast, I mean, the 2 touchdowns in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
You're down 14-0 to Notre Dame on the road. Just the fact that they made it a game says a lot for them. But I mean, unless they get a top.
Does this say more about Notre? Does the win say more about Notre Dame than the loss does about Michigan?
It's more about Michigan because on the second touchdown, when Brandon Wimbush threw that pop fly bomb, that should have been intercepted. That was a very interceptable ball. There was a lot of miscommunications the first 2 drives.
Yep. And that
coming out of half 2 of that game, Michigan gets the ball. Shea Patterson throws a 52-yard bomb. They mess up the field goal. They couldn't hold it, so they get that. Grab a turnover, do nothing with it. It's just they couldn't get out of their own way.
Yeah, they couldn't.
And on the play, on the play that the guy missed the interception, he was substituting for the guy that got thrown out for targeting.
Yeah, Metellus.
And I'm sorry, I don't care what you all say. That was not targeting, in my opinion. Here's a receiver, and I'm a receiver. Okay, here's a receiver who's in the air diving for a ball. So what are you supposed to do? You can't touch him. You can't touch him until he hits the ground. Because that's basically what you're telling Martellus. He did everything he could to not target that guy. He got to contact with the guy horizontal to the ground, turned his back, hit him with the back of his shoulder. Yes, it hit him in the head. But what are you supposed to do? He just ran 25 effing yards to cover the fly of the ball. You can't take this away from – you can't just change the game.
So
he gets taken out.
Yeah.
The first play after he gets taken out, they throw this bomb that the replacement should have intercepted. There's the game. Right there.
Yeah, so Metellus got thrown out. It was Josh Metellus, and then Brad Hawkins came in. He was a converted wide receiver to a safety.
Correct.
So
they went right at him, smarter than Notre Dame.
Well, the thing is I wasn't upset by that of the being thrown out. I get the whole play. I understand your reasoning.
Sure.
By the way the rule's written,
correct.
That's exactly how the rule
is
applied.
But I'm arguing the rule. The rule is changing the game. What are the defenders supposed to frickin' do?
I agree with you on that, but I was saying the way that how I viewed it yesterday is that's the way the rule's written, so it was applied that way.
Sure, according to the rule, he should have been thrown out. According to common sense, that's I mean, I thought he held back in the old days. He'd have been leaning into him, spearing him with his head, and taking him out. I mean, he tried everything he could to avoid a spearing play, and he still got thrown out.
The biggest impression from that game was the refs, and I don't mean to be this as a Michigan. That's not why they lost. The refs in that game were awful, and they were awful both ways. The spot that Notre Dame got in the fourth quarter for their first down.
Let's just take
that was Ohio.
But you don't want to ever go. Don't blame the official. Michigan just did not look good.
No, they did. But I'm saying,
look good. And now, what does this do for Jim Harbaugh? Like again, is this another big loss for him?
You know what?
On the card, it's like that's another big game. Jim Harbaugh just doesn't seem to win. Whether it was a fluke punt, whatever it is, he's not winning.
I think the thing is that what I finally started, and I'm a huge Harbaugh supporter. I turned on him yesterday. And this is, you got to start.
He has to win this game. You're Michigan football. You have to win this game. You come in ranked, 16? Notre Dame's not even
14.
ranked.
The thing,
14, yeah. And they're not. And then you lose to an unranked Notre Dame team at
No,
home.
they were 12.
Oh, they were 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. For how they played yesterday, the fact that they were in the game, I'm encouraged by that. The thing is, I don't think it's that they lost. It's how they lost.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't look good.
They couldn't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
And I think the thing for Harbaugh is it was the same thing for Hoke. It was the same thing for Rich Rod. Came in, Hoke's players goes 19-3. Great. Everybody's riding high. Now with his own players in year 3 and 4, he's 9-9 in his last 18. That's not good.
Yeah.
There's no progress.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens next week. It was a good day of college football to wake up once again on a Saturday and have college football all day long. So if you guys want to call the show, 626-208-9040. We're going to get into it right now. Pigskin picking week 1, guys. Again, make sure you sign up before Thursday, before that first game kicks off. Get your picks in, giving away $200 once again. It's free to join. Go to the website, sportscastlife.com. Sign up right there. It's right on the front page. Easy to enter. It's ESPN. Go right there. Make your picks every week. Knocker is the reigning champion. See if you can take him down this year. We'll also go over our picks against the spread because we're all degenerate gamblers on this show. We like to talk gambling. So did pretty well last year for you guys. I think I was about 20 games over 500, 15, 20 games over 500. Knocker, you were at 1-2-1 yesterday with the rain out, right? When your games got rained out. So
yes, I lost that half a point USC over under on a crap one. I pushed
Yeah, you got some You got that infamous backdoor touchdown.
Freaking touchdown from North Carolina.
Yeah,
just brutal.
Yeah, just some brutal backdoors. All right, let's see what we get this week in the NFL. Right, Knockers back. The NFL.
Mistakes at the end of that game, man.
The NFL.
Those
good.
Those pushes. The Cal mistakes at the end of that game.
It's terrible. That's what you hate as a better. That's why it's gambling.
I feel so bad for him. It really is.
Just unbelievable.
And you got to wonder if those kids know this. You got after he was like, "Fucking A, man!" Like really.
When Lane Kiffin basically came out last year and said that they didn't want to cover the spread, it's like, yeah, they know.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
Tell me about it.
All right, let's get Knockers back. Pigskin Pick'ems. The NFL kicks off on Thursday, guys. Here we go. Yeah, maybe they're back. Pigskin Pick'em. Football is back. Sunday becomes ours again, men. We raise up during these times. Dilly dilly, bring me my cheese and salami plate. Bring it my way with a bold packed. Sit down from 9 a.m. all the way to 9 p.m.
Right.
Until you're so drunk you want to throw something at Chris Collinsworth because you just can't stand his voice anymore. He might, I don't like being like I make fun of him now, but what is wrong with why do people hate these broadcasters? Like everyone hates Joe Buck. Like why is there? Joe Buck's great.
It's just easy to hate.
Like why is it? Is it just easy to hate him? Do you like Joe Buck?
I mean, Joe Buck's.
Right.
Actually, I'm gonna make a business decision on this. I have no comments either way.
Smart man.
You're working for Fox over there.
Smart man. Joe Buck's the greatest thing that ever hit the earth.
Exactly.
I have absolutely no opinion on that question, and I'm not gonna answer it.
That's hilarious.
But I will say with Collinsworth, I'd say he tends to over-explain stuff at sometimes.
Overanalyze things a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a simplicity to broadcasting too.
Okay.
Well, in my opinion, less is more when it comes to that. Even a little levity, not just joking or anything like that, but just a little levity. But dude, most of us watching understand the game. We understand most of the intricacies of the game. Now we can't get really into X's and O's. All of us can't. But you don't need to explain, this, and you don't need to explain that. I saw it. I watched it. You don't need to tell me what I saw.
It's hard too because he's trying to fill time. It's hard to fill time.
I get it.
You know what I mean? You're filling time, and
I get it.
I mean, I just don't people that hate broadcasts. You're all fucking jealous. You wish you were doing the same fucking shit they were doing.
I mean, hey, that's what I want to do. It's pretty cool.
Exactly. All right, now let's break it down. We got week 1. So we got Thursday game, right, Knocker, to kick off the NFL season. Thursday night football coming in. All right, first
Good game
up.
too.
Let's see
on Fox.
What we got here. On Fox and Thursday night
NBC?
football.
No.
I think this is going to have a lot to do with their season.
I lied.
It's
find out. I lied. It's on NBC.
This is a big game.
It is.
Start the season off for these teams
It
here.
is.
We've got
Falcons versus Eagles.
Falcons versus Eagles here on Thursday night football. Knock to kick off the season. What a great game. I don't think we're going to see Carson Wentz in this one. Nick Foles is going to
has been confirmed.
He's been confirmed as starting this game, so take that into your mindset when going in to pick this game. Falcons coming in as one of the teams that aren't really getting as much love in the NFC as they probably should have, Knocker, because they're filled with talent all over the board. Remember, only 2 years ago they were back in the Super Bowl, Knock. I think they had a little bit of a hangover last year. They come back healthy. Eagles are a little banged up coming into the season. The spread opens up on this game, Knocker, at Philly being favored at -1.5. The over-under sitting at the 45 mark, which is typical of a normal kind of high-scoring team here. What are your thoughts? We'll throw it around the board here. Cam, I'll open up to you first, man. You got the Falcons. Like I said, kind of the NFC team that everyone's maybe looking to go back to the Super Bowl. Eagles got a little banged up coming into the season, not going to have their starter. They got Big Dick Nick back there. What can he do on Thursday in this game, man?
So awesome.
That's great. Like, even if he sucks, you get your nickname in football is big. Girls holding a Big Dick Nick.
You know
That's
what?
right.
Regardless,
fucking just fantastic.
Regardless
right?
of what he does from the rest of his career, won a Super Bowl.
Right? Absolutely.
You did it.
Exactly.
So,
that's what you can tell everybody, Big Nick.
I probably think the Eagles are one of the most talented teams in football. I probably say they have the best overall roster, is what I would say. I really like Atlanta in this game. I love Atlanta in this game. I don't like the Eagles coming off the Super Bowl hype.
Are they going to get their ring? Is it the whole ring ceremony and stuff? Before it's one of those games? Yeah, I agree with you.
So, and they didn't look good in their last third and fourth preseason game. Preseason football doesn't mean anything, but I think there's something a little to it. Foles, little bit riding high from the Super Bowl. I think the Falcons are probably one of the sleepers in the NFC. I like the Dirty Birds in this game.
Dirty Birds in this game to win and cover the spread because they're going to be getting
I would
They
probably
get a point
say
and a half.
Cover the spread. I like the over, too, 45. I think because it's fresh, it's a new game, I think defenses are going to have some blown missed assignments. I'll take the over, Falcons.
Okay, take the over in the Falcons. Daniel over there. We got Dan Burlington in the Hizzle. Dan, you got your little board out. What do you got? What do you see?
I don't like Foles. And I don't like that because
I blame you. No many people do. I mean, I don't think he's that good.
Because Josh, as a person of a fan of a team that's actually won a Super Bowl in the last 20 years, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to come out.
Such a douche.
Yeah, come on, give me that.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Long.
No.
That didn't take long.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. And he says, yeah, you know how to come out like this. This is how you know how to come out as. Right about here.
Guilty.
Yeah, you can come out of that. My closet. What do you got?
Guilty all you want with 2 rings on my finger.
Oh, God.
No, I'm going Falcons. I don't like Foles. And not that I don't like Foles. I think that, like what Cam's saying, he's riding that high.
Yeah.
And you're going to have all this shit going on. You're still
hasn't
kind of
looked good
living in the
preseason.
past. But then as soon as that snap goes, you're like, oh, we're back at it. I can't live off that last win.
Yeah.
So I like the Falcons. The Falcons have a good team. So
Go, Kim.
They just look so bad in the preseason.
The Falcons? Yeah, they've looked terrible.
No, not the Falcons.
The Falcons
the
hasn't looked that great either, though.
The Eagles. Did you watch that third preseason game? They
Yeah,
played against
5-0,
the
the
Browns?
5-0
They looked
game.
awful.
5-0.
Yeah, that
But it was
5-0
like- it
game.
was
fucking
just-
safety and a field goal.
It was a mess all over the board.
That's what they were playing at
think
Mayfield.
Yeah, exactly.
I really
he owned
think-
them.
I don't
owned them.
I don't like it, but it's like I don't like that. I kind of think that the preseason means something, but I think there's a little truth to
You
it.
got to open the season big in Pigskin Pick'ems. This is big. We're all going against the Super Bowl champs
I'm
at
taking-
home.
I'm against the
Knocker,
grain.
you going to follow the flow here? The other two boys here.
Well, my original pick was to pick the Eagles, but I'm sitting here thinking about it. This is just a game that most teams coming back from a Super Bowl opening, especially on an odd Thursday. The Eagles had their sorrow hangover season last year from blowing the Super Bowl from the year before. They still have the nucleus of that team. I think they're pretty strong. I think this is just a real sleeper game. They come in and they steal this from a overconfident, underworked Philadelphia team.
You look at the public opinion as you got right there. Public's pounded right now, according to the statistics here, favoring the Eagles as far as Pigskin Pick'ems go. Now remember, they're going to be without Alshon Jeffrey probably too.
I think it's a classic trap game.
Jay Ajayi's coming in a little banged up as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the sweep. I think are we going to sweep the Falcons here?
Apparently.
To take down the champs. Our first game, we're
Big
going
Mike.
with the upset.
hot
Big Mike
Big
Atlanta-
Mike,
Hansen.
we're riding it, baby.
Hot
Blackout.
Atlanta sandwiches.
What's your fantasy team going to be again? What's the name you came up with?
The
for your
Golden
fantasy?
Taint.
The
Oh yeah,
Golden
the
Taint.
Golden Taints. That's so good.
The Golden Taints, and then
God,
he
it's so
should be
good.
the Hot Atlanta spicy sandwiches.
That's good. See, Mike, that's your name right there. All right, next game up here. So we're going to start with the Sunday morning games here. Here we go.
Bills versus Ravens.
Bills versus Ravens. Knock out rookie quarterback going to make his first start ever in the
Yes.
NFL in this one, and Josh Allen. The Ravens come back here. Joe Flacco looks maybe a little rejuvenated because he's got some Lamar Jackson to worry about taking over his job. The Ravens actually look pretty good in the offseason so far. Defense looks pretty legit. They're always good at home. Vegas, let me see what the spread is on this one. Is the spread? Sorry, guys. I know. Can't find it.
Interesting.
Oh, here it is. -7, dude. They're favored by a touchdown.
Yeah, I figured 6.
Touchdown.
I think
That's a lot to swallow in an
What's-
NFL game. But rookie quarterback, guys, he has not looked that great. And the Bills don't have that much of an offense. Besides Sean McCoy, what else? I mean,
They just cut Corey
the
Coleman.
Ravens are good at home.
The
you
Bills literally just cut Corey Coleman, who they traded for.
Well, what do you got in this one? Bills, Ravens, go around the horn. Here we go. What do you got?
I like the Ravens at home.
Over-under sitting at 40 and a half, by the way.
Jesus, 40.
Jesus.
That's low.
There's something about it. I think the Ravens just blow them out, but I'd stay away from the over/under this game. Just take the points.
You stay away?
Yeah, just take the Ravens by a touchdown. I think that happens. Shady McCoy's gonna go off because he had the privilege of being drafted to my fantasy team.
God damn it.
And he knows it.
And he,
Right?
yeah, he knows it. He knows that I drafted him to perform.
Right? Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, the rookie quarterback thing and everything like that. Ravens.
You go Ravens. You're gonna take them to cover
Their-
too.
Yeah, and their defense last year for fantasy was super undervalued.
I don't touch over under in this. I think.
No, I like the points.
You like cover the spread.
yeah,
Ravens
just
for
cover the
pick'ems
spread.
and for cover spread. What do
Yeah.
you got, Daniel?
Ravens.
Ravens.
Just flat out, yeah.
Yeah, Dan or Dad. What do you got?
Ravens final score 17-6.
Wow.
I think
Bills
it is-
just won't be able to move the football, huh?
You know what, Knocker? If
I'm going to go with you, Tim. I'm going to cover the spread. I'm going to go with the sweep here. Cover the spread and
I would stay away
cover
from the
7 and
over
pick.
under, but I do like it if it's gonna be a really low scoring game. Or I think the Ravens just blow them out. But like it could be still under that.
Yeah, all right. So we're all going with the sweep again. We're all going with the
Yeah.
Ravens. All right, so we're all in agreement on the first 2 games of the season here. All right, next game up here. Here we go. This is almost. We argued about this game being blackout game of the week, but we chose a different one. Here we go.
Bengals versus Colts.
Only reason this game didn't make is because Andrew Luck. I want to see what he's like game 1. That's the only reason I'm ever tuning into a Bengals Colts game. Okay, guys. Bengals Colts here, Knocker. Bengals come in. Again, one of those teams that got a lot of talent, but always seem to be 8-8 or missed the playoffs. The Colts lost season last year without their star quarterback. Comes back. It's been looking okay in the preseason, but when the game starts and it's for real, things change. So, what do you got in this one? Bengals Colts in week 1 here. Andrew Luck coming back, making his triumphant return. They are at home, and the spread is the Colts -3.
I am gonna take the Fighting Neckbeards, only because
Fighting neckbeards.
the Fighting Neckbeards.
If you have Andrew Luck, you need to change your team to the name of that.
It's pretty good, right?
That thing has a life of its own. It's probably got food and stuff
Oh,
in that
dude,
shit,
it's
bro.
probably
Are you
it's
kidding
probably
me?
got it's probably got
so much dirty
birds
shit.
have been nesting
Yeah,
in there.
so much.
Yeah.
Things burrowing. in
Right.
there.
I don't know. It's like it just feels like Marvin Lewis's time is finally up with the Bengals. Like they need a change of direction somehow, and they haven't been a good team the past couple of years. So I'm gonna take the Colts probably, but do I like the 3 points? Screw it. We'll take the 3 points.
You're going to take the Colts to cover that 3 points at home.
Yeah.
Okay, the over-under is at 46.5. Do you touch that?
No.
I don't think you touch that either right now because just too many question marks going into this game with Andrew.
Yeah,
Let's see if
because
he puts points up or
you never
not.
know if Andrew Luck's going to
Yeah.
actually be able to throw the ball without pain, or if he gets
Yeah.
hit again, or
This
yeah.
thing could be 52-45 or 3-0.
Yeah, I agree.
Seriously.
Daniel, what do you got over there, buddy? Colts. You got the Colts, Knocker.
And again, Captain Andrew Luck, just right on the striped men. I like the striped men on the other side. We go into their den. It's hilarious, whoever this guy is. Anyway, I am going for the upset. I think the Tiger Stripes go in and win this game.
Damn, you took my upset pick, man. I'm actually going to go with the Bengals in this one.
Yep.
Andy Dalton's looked pretty good this offseason. I think they have more talent
They
with
just have
Joe
a better
Mixon,
team.
A.J. Green. I think they have
Just
more
have
talent on
better
both
team.
sides of the football. And you know what? I'll take that field goal. Give me that field goal at the Bengals. I'll take the 3 points.
So you guys like in the battle of convicts versus Colts, you like convicts.
Yeah, I'm going with the Red Rider. I'm going with the Red Rider BB gun, man. That's what I'm going with. And Andrew Luck, let me see it first before I put my money on you.
Right.
So, next game up here, Knocker, is going to be a pretty good one. We've got an interesting game because I think it's actually be close. You look at this game initially like, blowout, but I think it's going to be pretty damn close. Here we go.
Steelers versus Browns.
Steelers, Browns, man. Steelers look like the organization in the AFC that's going to be basically going to Super Bowl, if not the Patriots, because the AFC is pretty weak this year, I think. Besides them and then maybe the Texans.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 top teams over there. Steelers on the road open up against the Browns, who are going to start Tyrod Taylor in this one, not your boy Baker Mayfield, Knocker. The spread opens up at Pittsburgh, -5 on the road here. And the over-under opened up at 46.5. Cam, throw it to you.
My usual betting philosophy, especially in NFL football, is you stay away from divisional games.
Okay, yeah, you were talking about that before the show, yeah.
Trap. You never know what's going to happen between the heated rivalry. I like the Steelers in this game, but I had Steelers-Browns last year when I was working at Fox. I actually had that game and did the highlights for it, and it was a lot closer than people think.
Yeah.
I think
They got a good
Browns at
D-line,
home.
man. That defensive line for the
Browns are going to be motivated to play this game. I'm not buying necessarily what they're selling from Hard Knocks, but they'll be an all right team, so I'll take the Steelers. Take
Okay.
the Steelers, and probably I would, stay away from this game. Don't bet it.
All right, what do you got, Daniel? Steelers at home or Steelers on the road against the
I
Browns.
think it's gonna be a blowout. I think the Steelers are just gonna fuck them up.
Dad, what do you got?
I think this is actually going to be a pretty close game. I think Cleveland has a chance to upset them if they don't do the stupid things. Every preseason and every season when they get into the red zone or they get close, the guard moves. You have, it's third and 1 and the guard moves, or they get an offensive pass interference, or
somehow
they
shoot themselves in the foot so many times.
Right. If they can stay away.
A fumbled field goal right before half when they should get the 3 points and they fumble it away.
Exactly, and that's a Hugh Jackson trademark. I think they have enough players to stay in this game and make it close unless they do those things. So I'm really interested to see how far they've come.
Yeah.
But Pittsburgh will win this game. But I think it's going to be
not betting
just
this
a
game.
black and blue game.
You with Cam, are you not touching this game?
No.
I'm not touching it.
Daniel, I'm with you.
Physical.
I'm not buying the Hard Knocks hype here at all.
Yeah.
I've been on this. Baker's not this whole Browns they've got 28 fucking quarterbacks in the last decades. I'm not buying this whole Browns transformation thing. I just don't buy it. Yeah, they got some good players. Myles Garrett's great to watch. It's great. This is a blowout in so many ways. It's going to be close in the beginning because people are going to find their way. It's the first game of the season. Second half, Steelers are going to come out, blow the socks off of this thing. It's going to be a 28-13 game. Put your money. All they got to do is cover 6. All I got to do is cover 5 points if I'm the Steelers. It's the Steelers fucking Browns, people. Let's just put this into perspective. It's Steelers Browns, okay? And we're all trying to sit here and say, it's going to be a close game. Shut the fuck up. Put your money on the Steelers right now. The Sports Guru wins when you money. This is going to be my locks of the week right here. Jump on it early before it jumps. This is going to go to a touchdown before next Sunday.
It's going to be a sucker's bet.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Right now.
Go Steelers, baby. Ride that wave.
You know what? I would say this. I really don't believe in the Hard Knocks hype, but this is not the game to do it. The Steelers consistently underperform against teams that they're supposed to beat.
Man,
this
is one of my locks. Daniel, I'm with you. Riding high on the Steelers this week. Don't buy that brown shit. All right, here we go.
Get it, brown shit.
Yeah,
get it.
Yeah, you get it. Here we go. This is going to be our.
You better have the ticket.
Yeah, it's back, baby.
It's the blackout game of the week.
That's the best drop. I fucking love that shit. Here we go.
So bad.
It is.
Titans versus Dolphins.
Man,
Dude.
Titans, Dolphins. Oh, we got a phone caller coming. Let me get the phone caller calling in one real quick. Here we go. Caller, you're on the line. What's up?
Fuck you.
What? Is that my daughter?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that my daughter?
I don't know if it is. She just
I don't know.
F
But
you.
that was awesome.
Did she just call in and say fuck you to my daughter?
Yeah.
Is Grandma Michelle in there pranking us in there? She's like, call your dad's show and call him and say fuck you.
Wow,
All right,
that was odd.
Titans, Dolphins. Dad, what do you got here?
You were excited for that, too.
I was excited for that.
Tennessee.
Titans, Dolphins. We got the spread. Let me get the spread here.
This doesn't matter.
It's going to be Tennessee favored by 1.5 on the road. No
Miami's-
respect to Miami.
Right.
No respect to your boy Tannehill.
Never liked him. I
What
told you
is he
when
like?
came out.
What, he's like a 15th year quarterback? Like
Right,
what
he's been
year
in
is
the
What
he?
do you got,
forever.
this, Cam? What do you got? You got
Titans big.
Titans big.
I'm gonna give that. Yeah. This
Titans. Daniel, what do you got in this one?
Dolphins.
Titans.
Dad, you got Titans too?
Oh yeah. Oh for sure. Yeah.
The Miami. You know what? You want to talk about a train wreck? I don't think it's so much the Browns. The Miami.
Okay, we got to
Dolphins are
call.
a
Let's
train
see. This might be her again. I'm going to bring her in one more time. Let's see. Yes, you're online with the Sportscast. Who we got? Caller.
Big motherfucker.
Who's? Someone just called and said motherfucker.
I don't know. what's
Dad,
going
who do
on.
you have doing this? You're looking at me like it's funny shit.
It's so great.
Who is it?
It's not me. I don't know, but it's this little kid just told you, motherfucker.
Dang, who is it? All right. Whoever's calling in like a little kid calling me names,
Well,
it's not funny.
What if it's Mr. What if it's Mr. Austin?
That's who I think it
Oh, it
is.
might be.
That's who I think it is. I think it's Mr. Austin.
Oh, is
Probably.
it? Oh, okay, no bitch.
Maybe Johnny.
All right. Yeah,
Could
it might
be
be Johnny, right?
Johnny.
Oh Johnny.
Knocker, this is a tough pick for me because
Really?
I want to believe in the Titans, but it's just
Dude, they had a good team. They were in the playoffs last year. They had a good run. They're still good.
Come- It's the Dolphins.
I know it is the
It's the
Dolphins. I'm going to
Dolphins.
round it out.
Chad Pennington's been their best quarterback, and that was a
I don't
decade
bet this
plus
game
ago.
though.
Chad Pennington has been their best quarterback.
The last 30 years.
What? You need beer?
No.
Oh, yeah. I don't touch this game betting though.
How do you not? How do you say the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to blow out the Browns, and you're not going to say the Titans are going to blow out the Dolphins?
Very easily. Have you seen the Titans play? They're not consistent.
What happened last year in Week 1?
They got a
when the Browns
miracle.
played
The
Steelers?
quarterback threw to himself and he won a game.
Miami's terrible.
I mean-
Chad Pennington's been their best quarterback, and that was like a decade plus ago.
I'm just worried. I don't touch this game, but Titans win. I don't touch this game, but Titans win. All right, next game up here, knock on the schedule.
49ers versus Vikings.
49ers versus
Great
the
game.
Vikings, knocker. This is a really good game.
This is a great game.
You've got a team, I think that it's going to come actually take a step back this year in the Vikings. I'm not as high as everybody else is, but I am high on the 49ers coming in this year, knocker. It's going to be this is just going to be a really good game between two teams that one team really possibly has Super Bowl contention in the Vikings, and another team, the 49ers, are coming off a winning streak last year where they didn't lose the last, 7 games of the season or something like that?
6 in a row at least, yeah.
6 in a row. Minnesota comes in as a 6-point favorite in this one at home. Niners on the road, Cam. What do you like? Over-under sitting at 46.
Ooh, I think I'd probably like the over for right now, but remember, as a bettor, this is something you always have to remember. West Coast team traveling east, early game. Vikings.
Yeah, I like that. Especially, a team like the Niners. They're a younger
There's the
team.
rule. It's not East Coast traveling west for the early games because they're used to it. It's West Coast traveling east, early game. Always happens.
So you think they cover the spread? Vikings cover that 6 at home.
I like the Vikings a lot last year. I think that's my Super Bowl pick, honestly.
They cover the spread? You're going to be okay to lay a touchdown in this one, basically?
Yeah, lay a touchdown.
Okay, what do you got, Daniel?
We're on
Vikings at
right?
home against the Niners.
Yeah, the Vikings. Yeah.
All right, Dad, what do you got?
I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a 3-point ball game.
You think it's going to be that close?
It's going to be a really good game. Yeah, I think the Vikings win.
So you take the Niners in the 6 points if you're betting?
Yeah, I am. I'm taking the points.
I think you're full of shit.
That's okay.
Yeah,
You're not the only one. It's a
He
long
did win
and
last year. He
distinguished
won
list.
last year. I mean, this is what he does. He
I
picks
don't
his
know
upsets.
too much about football, but that green bar is a lot bigger than the other green bar, so I'm going with that one.
I'm with you. Are you just looking at the green bars that people pick?
Green bar, go with that one.
My rule on that, like I said, is West Coast traveling east.
I'm with you, Cam. I think this is one of my other big blowouts of the week.
Really?
I think the Vikings at home, Kirk Cousins, Delvin
You
Cook.
guys are so
You've got
wrong.
Thielen, you've got Diggs. I think they have the offense, the defense. Niners,
What's
they're
gonna
that
be a
young
bigger
team
blowout?
traveling on the road, early game East Coast. I think they win by a touch. I think they win by 10 to 13 points in
Bigger
this one.
blowout. This
Lay the
game,
points with the Vikings.
This game or Jimmy Garoppolo's offseason. That guy was partying. That guy was partying it up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Why
Splendid
wouldn't you,
offseason.
man? Living the dream.
I know he's $140 million richer.
Hell
He
yeah,
can do
dude.
whatever he
Why
wants.
the
Not a bad
hell
deal.
not? All right, Knocker. These are really good opening games. There's some really good ones. Here's another good one.
Texans versus Patriots.
Texans versus Patriots here, Knocker. Tom Brady comes back for his 28,000th season. He's what, 42
Going for his
years old. It's
14th
ridiculous.
ring.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, Knocker.
Comes back from Mordor.
But he comes back. He comes back with Brandon Cookless. He comes back Edelmanless. He comes back Deion Lewisless. He's lost a lot of pieces here, Knocker.
Yes.
Can they? They're always great at home. Foxborough is always different to play, but the Texans get their boy back in Watson. They look like the team to beat in the AFC as well. What do you like here? Texans on the road against the Patriots. Vegas sees this game. What do we got here for Vegas?
New England 6.5.
Is it 6.5? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, you're just guessing it out there. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, 6.5. Knock it right on it. Yeah, New England 6.5, dude, right there.
Degenerate.
Over under again. Over under is it?
I'm sick.
51. I think this is a definite under for this game. The over under is at 51. I think you hammer that under in this game.
Yes.
Patriots are not going to put up that many points. I think the Texans are going to. They'll move the ball, but the Patriots are no slouch at home on defense.
This is one of the games where they've done it the past couple of years. I think it's going to be a close game.
I'm taking Texans in the points. I buy that up to 7. I take Texans in the touchdown.
I agree. I think teasing it up to 7.
Yeah,
would be
me
nice.
too. Yep, I like it too.
I like
Knocker.
that, yeah.
So are you what pick 'em wise though? What are you going with?
So, pick 'em wise, I'm probably still going to take the hoodies. And It's
It's
so
tough,
hard.
man.
It's so hard to bet against.
It
them
is at home. It is.
especially when they
And pick 'em, especially if you're picking straight
when
up.
they deflate all those balls and they use video
Oh my
cameras.
God.
They have hoodies. It's
Jesus
just, it's too
Christ.
much.
Personal
River.
trainers on the sidelines, all kinds of things.
God damn.
They have a wind blowing in from one side of the
Right.
stadium that they never go towards.
They
Yeah.
always seem to go the
The
same, direction.
So you're gonna go with the Patriots with the pick 'em, but take the points if you're a betting person. Bet it to
I
7.
am teasing. Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
teasing to
Daniel,
7.
what do you got over there, bud?
I'm going with the Messiah and the Patriots.
All right, what do you got, Messiah? What do you got, Dad?
I think he's just not going to lose at home. I think it's going to be a good game. They're just not going to lose at home.
I'm with Cam on both sides on this. I think you Patriots are the pick and pick 'ems, and I
Patriots
love
up to
taking
7.
that 7 points with the Texans because I think it's going to be in that 3 to 4 range. As far as the final score, I think the Patriots win like a 24-20 or something like that.
It might
kinda
be a
game.
last-minute field goal
Yeah.
by Gostkowski.
Yeah, or something like that. So, all right, so we're going to take the Patriots with the pick-ems. We like the points with the Texans. So, all right, next game up here. I think this is might be a potential blowout just because the Bucs are really struggling coming into the season. They're going to be without their quarterback in this one. And New Orleans is not a place that you want to go play on the road your first game. So,
Buccaneers versus Saints.
Buccaneers versus the Saints. Knock. Jameis Winston again suspended the first 3 games of the season. What do you got in this one, Cam? The spread is 9.5 for the Saints
Holy
at home
Well,
with
who's-
the over/under
who's
sitting at
Tampa Bay's
49.5. Let me
not
look
Mike
at
Glennon
that
now.
kick. Let me look. I'll look real quick. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ooh, Fitzmagic?
Yeah, they have Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ryan Griffin, and Jameis Winston are their listed QBs on their roster.
I think I'm going to go opposite of Cap.
So you got Harvard. Was it Harvard boy? Is that where
Yeah.
you went?
I'm not taking the fighting crab legs. I'm gonna take the Saints at home.
You got to take the Saints at home always. Now, but the spread, how big is that? That's a double-digit spread, man.
But we've also talked about this in our fantasy draft too. I really like the Saints defense to take another step forward this year.
So
Their
do you think
defense
they hold?
came on. Their rookies came on.
Are you? Is this going to be your first double-digit spread that you take as a bet? Open up
Screw
the
it.
season.
Let's do it. Saints at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them Saints to win by 10 or more. I
Yeah,
think
they're
I'm gonna go
hammer.
with the 2. I like them both. Daniel, what do you got?
Oh, win the Saints.
Yeah,
Come
you going,
marching in.
going with the Saints. All right, Dad, you gonna sweep it?
Oh, yeah, but again, this is just...
What about betting wise?
It's
I
so
know
hard.
it's tough,
9
dude, to
points
swallow.
is tough.
It's tough to swallow that, man. You're gonna have a couple 40s straight watching that
just
game.
like he said, early divisional games are just rough to pick. This division, the road team seems to pull an upset at least 2 or 3
Yeah,
times.
there's no
Forgot about
quarterback,
it. That's
though.
a great
I
point. That is a
understand
great
that,
point.
but in this division, it's a very
Ryan
quirky
Fitzpatrick
division.
ain't going into New Orleans and win that game.
That is a great point by BudKnocker
Yeah.
though, because that does happen in the NFC South a lot.
Yeah, but you still have to go with New Orleans, and the people in Vegas are pretty smart. If they say it's 9.5, so they must know something
that's
we don't
something.
know because they're pretty much right
So-
on.
Would
Most
you
of
not
the
bet or are you
time.
gonna lay?
I'm not betting.
Not betting. Okay.
another
He's not
division
flopping it on
game.
the
Not
table.
flopping that dig on the table,
No.
man.
Josh, you're doing that. We're
Yeah,
flopping
we're
it
flopping
around
with the
I
Steelers,
know.
the Vikings, and the fucking Saints right now. We're flopping the big dicks out there, going for double-digit wins, knock. All right, next up here is going to be a good game. Daniels, your boys open up. Here we go.
Jaguars versus Giants.
The Saxonville, as they like to call themselves, versus the G-Men. Giants come in as maybe a little dark horse in the NFC because they made some moves. They've got Odell Beckham finally back healthy, signed up. They've got their tight end situated. One of the
Finally
better
got
ones
a
in the
running
league.
back.
They got a running back.
They have a two-time
They have
winning
a two-time
Super Bowl winning
Yeah, let's
quarterback.
Go, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Oh my God! So first one up here now. You got the spread in this one. Jacksonville showing no love to the Giants. It's favored by 3. Wow. Jacksonville. They lose Allen Hurns. Lose Allen Robinson gone.
Marquise Lee is injured for the
Marquise
season.
Lee's injured.
Again, my God, he's been bad luck over there.
Over under is
I don't think
43
he's
and a
played
half.
in 5 straight games. Or 10 total.
I think this is an easy pick for me.
And what's the over/under?
It's at 43 and a half. I'm gonna say my pick right now. I'm going Giants. Give me the 3 points right now.
Yeah.
I'm
You know
not
how long I've been waiting for that from him?
Yep.
You
You're
like that?
insane.
You
The
like
Jags,
that?
The Jags are one of the most overrated teams coming in
You're
this year.
insane.
They'd be so inflated.
You're insane.
And you know what? I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna buy it early before Vegas feels out that really finds out that they're a fraud. I'm gonna fucking take those 3 points in the Giants, man.
Knocker, maybe I'm insane too. I like the Giants.
Good. You guys,
I like the
you
Giants.
guys,
See?
you
I-
guys
it's
can
just-
have them.
See?
Well, I think there was a good point being brought up by a lot of people is that Jacksonville's division wasn't very great last year.
I
wasn't.
understand.
And they did not beat the Titans last year. And the Titans
Yeah.
weren't fully healthy. They beat up on the Texans, who weren't healthy with their quarterback, and the Colts. That gave them the wins. They got to 10-6.
Okay, that's fine.
Give me
The Jaguars are going to win.
Saquon, and we're going on.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I like it. I hate your puns.
Bortles makes the rest of you mere mortals.
Oh my God! Did you just make a Bortles pun?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes, I
God,
did.
that was good, Knock. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I didn't know you could do anything with Bortles, and that was really good.
All right, you like that?
Daniel, what are you going?
Well, hold on, I got one.
Oh, you're going Giants.
Beckham, and you can't check him.
Ah!
If you guys need any fantasy football names, go to Cam. He's on Twitter.
Right.
I'll get it
I'm
right
actually,
for
you know
you.
what? I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would.
Right?
Off the cuff, I'm pretty good.
Dad, are you the only one going Jags here?
Well, I didn't get to give my input.
Well, I just said we know your. Oh,
You-
what's
you
your
know what?
input?
Yeah, okay, but I'm picking the Giants.
Yeah, exactly. We know your input is.
No, but I'm
please.
actually excited for my team. I don't know.
No.
We finally have a running back, which
That's
is
good.
nice because if you look at what Eli's done in in the past, the only way he can be successful is if you make his third down short. But look at the years that he won. He's always had a good fucking running back.
Yeah.
And I hope to God that we have a good running back.
Yep. All right, Dad, you going with the Jags? You the one that's gonna go with the only one here.
My boy Fournette. You ain't seen nothing yet, bro.
We're not
Oh
family
my
anymore.
God.
He can't standing to just see a Manning.
Oh my God. Okay, this needs to stop.
This is great.
This is not going to go well. This is going to end in disaster. So are they going to cover that spread? Your Jags on the road here in New York. You got that much faith in Blake Bortles right now.
He's going to be hurling because of Sterling.
Oh my God.
Ah, come on. Did you Google this shit?
I'm not. I'm looking at
Well,
some
that
stuff I'm
Jalen
thinking
Ramsey
it is.
ain't no pansy.
All right, well, Knocker won for a reason. Again, he calls these upsets. Knocker's calling. I guess it's not an upset because the Jags are favored.
Right.
So,
Thank you.
all right, next game up. This is going to be a great game. Here we go.
Chiefs versus Chargers.
Chiefs Chargers here, Knocker.
AFC matchup.
I'm so tired
Rookie
about this
quarterback opens up on the road, and Pat Mahomes. They've got offense, Knocker, all up and down the board for the Chiefs. Chargers could have probably made the playoffs. We should have won probably more games than they did last year if they had a kicker. And this one looks like what's Vegas got this one at? They've got the Chargers about a 3 to 3.5 point favorite in this one. Cam, I'll go to you. The over/under is set at 47.5. I don't touch the over/under in this one.
Really? I think this is going over.
I think it's 2. I think you play it on the over because I think
Play the over,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't
touch the spread.
I wouldn't touch the spread.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go with Pick'ems. What do you got, Cam? This is a big Pick'em game. It's a 50-50 right here. I mean, I don't know. What's the green line say, Daniel?
The green line
Yeah,
says
the Chargers with the green line. It's not big. They're closer to the end. They're winning the race.
Right now, the public's on the Chargers a little more than the Chiefs right now. What do you got, Cam?
I can't go against history. The Chargers blow it every year. I'm going Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs on the road.
I'm also going Chiefs.
You're going
Chargers
Chiefs?
are
Yeah,
gonna
even
win
though
the-
I just made a ton of fun of them in the last.
What do you got, Dad?
The Chargers are going to probably win this division, but the problem is they're not going to help themselves win a division. They're going to backdoor into winning the division.
Look, they have a kicker. Okay? They have a kicker.
Oh my God, they have a kicker. So do the Giants.
LA Superchargers all the way, baby.
Right, LA Superchargers.
Right?
I'm going with
It's FC.
because I drafted in my fantasy football team Phillip Rivers to win his first game of the season. Go Chargers!
Oh
L-
my God.
Yeah,
This is the,
Yeah,
I'm starting in week 1, bitches.
This
let's
is
do
L-
it.
Yeah.
This is the third
For him and his 9 kids.
third MLS team in LA, Los Angeles United.
That's right. Got the Los Angeles United Chargers. That's what I'm
FC,
taking.
LA Chargers FC.
Yeah, that's what they
No,
should
there's
be.
already an LAFC and
That's
there's
what
already
they
an LA
should be.
Galaxy, so they're Los Angeles
That's fine.
United.
All right, I'm going Chargers. Me and not going Chargers. Cam and Daniel are going
I like
with
it.
the
That's
Chiefs here. All right, here my boys are up next. Here we go.
Cowboys versus Panthers.
Cowboys versus the Panthers here. B and knock. Spread in Vegas. Carolina favored by 3. And this one over under 42.5.
Take the over, Panthers. I'm not betting on the Cowboys just because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You're gonna take Panthers to win this game?
Yeah, this is one of the 8 games you lose to go 8-8.
Oh, okay. This is one of my
Wow.
8 games. All right. Well, everyone knows
I
my
like
pick.
the Panthers at home.
I'm
though,
not
the
going to
Panthers.
bet because I don't bet on my own. I don't want to bet on my own team. I'm going to go Cowboys just though for the win. So I got Cowboys. Dad, what do you got?
I thought you were going to Daniel.
I'll go Daniel next. He's on his phone.
That's
So
all right.
go to you.
No, I'm actually researching
Okay.
shit, bruh.
I just don't know. You know, Dallas is an enigma to me. I have no idea.
Fuck the Cowboys.
They
Sorry.
really could come out, you know, and really stonewall them and win a
Yeah.
nice game, or they could just fall flat on their ass
8-8, man.
with so many lost players. You know, I just
Fuck you, 6 and 10.
I think
That's all right. We won a Super Bowl though.
Oh, fucking shut
Yeah.
up!
Don't even talk
Hey,
about my
when's the
team's
last
success.
time you won a Super Bowl without mythological motherfuckers on your team?
When's
Okay.
the last time you won a playoff game?
Back to your pick, Dan.
Wow. We're going with.
You're really going to talk about my team's success?
I want to get this game over with so shit talking stops. Let's move on.
We're going with the Panthers.
I'm the only one going with my Cowboys?
No, I'm going to go with the Panthers.
You didn't ask me.
Oh, what are you going with?
I'm going with the Cowboys.
Oh,
I'm fucking just kidding. I'm going with the Panthers.
You're such a dick, I swear to God.
You know what? I'm going to go with the opposite of the road team. Let's go Panthers.
Man.
I'm going to go with
You're
the
going
team
to believe
with a
in
good
Cam?
quarterback.
You're going to believe in Cam in this one?
And Cam we
better,
trust.
He's better than
In
Dak
Cam you
Prescott.
trust? All right, nice
Cam's
game.
got the jam.
You know
There
what?
we go.
Just because you
Ain't no
slighted me,
scam.
Cam. Here, you know what? Here comes the next game that you should probably.
Cam's a sham.
Actually, this week we have two.
You better have the ticket,
This next game.
cause it's the blackout game of the week.
Here we go.
That's funny.
Seahawks versus Broncos.
A game that no one cares about. The Seahawks and the Broncos. Who the Broncos pathetically have no quarterback.
You know what's funny? These
It's
two
not the
teams
blackout.
have
This
more
game to be a good game. I'm just
Super
playing
Bowl
with
and playoff wins than your team has in, let's see, since Aikman's been in, Aikman's now in the booth, so the Cowboys last one. So, hold on.
can't wait
I'm
to get
25, so
Yeah, long time ago, Cam. Long time ago.
so let's add the one.
Yeah. What
A
do you
long
got in this
time
one?
ago.
What do you got in this one?
I mean,
Are your Broncos? Now, be realistic. Your
Yeah,
Broncos
you're just
are
gonna
not
pick
good.
the Broncos. You cannot
Come
not
on.
pick the Broncos.
I'll give you the reason. The Broncos have one of the highest
Spread is Denver's favored by 3.
Broncos have one of the highest winning percentages in NFL history in September in Mile High. That's not. That you can't argue with that. I'm going to take the Broncos, and I think Seattle's struggling to replace all their guys on their defense. I don't like that. Seattle's health is pretty terrible going into this game. It's more of a. I kind of like the Broncos their first 2 weeks,
Okay.
but I don't think they're going to be a great
Daniel?
team.
Yeah, I think you got a pigeon back there throwing the fucking football, so I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
It's all right.
Pigeon. The electric football quarterback.
Yeah.
that little felt football.
Yeah.
Paper football.
Ah, man, I'm going with Seattle on the road, man. I don't think
Disrespect.
the Broncos.
I'm
going to
go with Seattle on the road too because I can't
Disrespect.
stand you talking shit about my Cowboys, and I hope that you go 3-13 this year, and I can
Wow.
laugh at you all year. So
That's cool. And when's the last time you won a Super Bowl?
moving on. Did we drop the Super Bowl talk? Is
No, it's awesome.
Wait. Moving on. It sounds like another Cowboys offseason.
No, that's packing up.
That's packed.
Even Dad's in it
Well,
now.
hey, you know what?
You guys suck.
Hold on. At least other players don't give up in week 2. Oh wait, that was last year. Remember that?
Can we move on?
Yeah, move. You're running the show.
Why don't you move on from Aikman?
I'm gonna beat your ass in Fortnite tonight, you motherfucker. I'm gonna kill your ass.
Wow.
Why don't you move on from your glory days?
Is that
Why don't you stop jerking your left
You know
hand
what
with,
I-
while drinking milk,
Is
okay?
that new age fighting tactics now? Instead of like, let's fucking go. It's like, when we get fucking home and get on our Xbox, I'm gonna fuck you
That's
up
how
on
we should-
Fortnite.
that's how millennials fight now,
Josh, you know what I will
Hey,
say?
it's
This
better
is
to
go-
shooting
this
each
is-
other.
Right?
This is gonna hurt me, but I've realized my college team and your NFL team are the same team.
Thank
They're
you.
basically the same thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I hate myself. For saying that.
I hate myself too.
I
All right.
really do.
This next
get-
one's a good one.
Yeah, next one is a good one. So, who picked Seahawks? Me, Dad. You picked Seahawks.
Yes.
I
picked
did too.
Seahawks, yeah.
Cam's the only one go. Okay, here we go.
Redskins versus Cardinals.
Redskins Cardinals
Who
here,
cares?
Knocker. Well, Alex Smith, new team with the Redskins Cardinals. You're gonna have Bradford, Arizona favored by 1. Over under sitting at 44. Cam, what do you got?
Arizona's favored by 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals at home. And the 40 was the over under.
44.
Boy. Yeah, let's go over.
Okay.
Because I think the quarterback play is actually going to be improved from Sam Bradford, and as much as I rag on both.
They got
of these
Larry,
quarterbacks.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got Johnson's
Yeah,
back
I'm
healthy
going
this year
Cardinals,
too.
too.
The Cardinals actually last year for not having a quarterback were not that bad of a
Right.
team.
Okay, what do you got?
Cardinals.
Daniel? Cardinals. Dad.
Zona.
Zona.
I don't know.
All right, I'm
Zona.
gonna go with Arizona in this one too. At home, I just think that I'm gonna take in a toss-up game like this. I don't know. I kind of want to go with the home team in it, so I'm gonna go with the home team in this. I don't feel comfortable about it. It's a 50-50 game. What's the public like in this one? What's the green line say, Daniel? What's the public like?
You got the green bar on the Cardinals.
The Cardinals. The Cardinals. All right.
Cardinals football.
Yeah, Cardinals, go Cards. I
All
love
right,
the
and
fucking
then-
Cardinals.
We're going to be hearing the tones of Chris Collinsworth Sunday Night Football. We're going to have a big NFC North showdown. Here we go.
Bears versus Packers.
The Bears now with the one of the best defensive players in all of the league, Knocker. Getting Khalil Mack from the Raiders. Again, you said they've got that other linebacker over there, too.
Roquan Smith.
Yeah, Roquan Smith, Knocker. So it looked like
They
they're
have a
building that
good
defense again.
Yes.
That's
Problem
always the
is
Bears,
they've got
though,
Mitch
right?
Trubisky, and I think
Yeah.
he's dog shit. So
Wow.
I'm gonna go with
Wow.
I'm gonna go with the Packers at home with my boy Aaron Rodgers putting it up big. I like Packers big in this one. I'm gonna go, and the spread in this one is gonna be 7.5. I actually stay away from that because
Yeah.
I don't like betting over a touchdown on that, especially in a game one. But I'll take the Packers to win. Cam.
We got Mac versus no sack. And I'm going to take the no sack because Aaron Rodgers can get out of the pocket. I like the Packers in this one. Stay away from the divisional 7 all that
over 7
nonsense.
points.
I think this
Yeah.
game will be close.
All right, but you're going Packers, right?
Yeah,
Pick
I'm
up,
going
Jack.
Packers.
What do you got, Daniel?
Okay, at first, are you not annoyed that for the last 4 years, the Giants and Cowboys have always played at 5:30 p.m., and this is the...
Yeah, we always open up against the first game of the season.
Yeah,
It seems
and we
like,
always
yeah.
had the 5 o'clock slot, and now
Yeah.
we're gonna. I think the Packers are just gonna fuck up the Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the green bar, it should be a blowout.
I actually think the Bears in this year's NFC are going to be a sleeper team. They're going to take that big jump.
Have they ever been known for like an offense? I mean, it's always been like Urlacher
Well,
or
back when
Monsters of the
McMahon, back in the 80s, mid 80s,
Yeah.
with McMahon and Sweetness and Willie Galt, and they had some players, they had some offense.
Who are you going with?
My boy Aaron Rodgers is going to throw 3 touchdown passes, score me a
Damn.
gang of
Oh,
fucking
you're
points.
going to come out with your first fantasy game, huh?
I'm gonna start Ty Montgomery at running back, and he's gonna go for 120 and 2
All right.
TDs.
But I'm being called a homer. But this guy's Ty Montgomery's going to go for 120 yards and 2 TDs.
Right? I'm going to go. I'll
That's
go.
35 points by themselves.
We're all sweeping the Packers on Sunday night. And guys, Monday Night Football.
two
Monday Night Football.
Going to be a snoozer, the first one.
Jets versus Lions.
My God. All right, you're like, honey, look, I'm skipping one of the games. I'm going to watch the late one to spend dinner with you, okay?
That's 10:20 p.m. Eastern for the second one, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty ridiculous. Yeah,
fine.
you're not watching that if you're in New York on the East Coast. But Jets on the road. Sam Darnold, Knocker, going to open up
Yeah,
his
very
first
interesting.
NFL career on the road in Detroit against Matt Stafford and the Lions. Vegas gives Detroit the 6.5-point favorite in this one. What do you like, Lions at home against the Jets Monday night for your first game of 2?
I'm going to take the Jets will be better this year. They were not bad. But I'll take the Lions. I don't like the rookie starting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take the Lions, but I don't
I'll
bet
take
this
the
game.
Lions.
How did he
Yeah.
look in preseason?
You
Darnold.
look-
Darnold looked good, but
Yeah?
I mean that's
Pretty good, but
preseason.
that's
This is opening
preseason
up on
again.
the road.
It's
Remember
just,
game one
you
here.
know what you're getting with Stafford, and
And Darnold doesn't have like a good pieces around him that can, he's making everything happen.
If they would have swung the trade for Mac, I probably would have done it this game and say that they can go to Detroit and beat them. But I think Detroit's defense is a little bit better, but it's just the Jets are going to struggle.
Yep, I agree.
I go Lions.
Everyone going Lions here in the sweep. Just to stay off if you're a betting man. And last game here to finish off week 1, Pigskin Pick'ems.
Now I definitely know who I'm picking for this game.
An old matchup here, Knocker.
Rams versus Raiders.
Rams Raiders in this one here in the black hole for maybe the last year if they're moving to Vegas here. Vegas sees this one as the Rams favored by 4.5 on the road. The over-under sitting at 49.5 here. Thinking a high-scoring game. I'm going to go with the Rams here. I think they cover this game as well. Raiders, I think, are on the down. Without especially their best that's a big that hits a locker room, I think, bigger than it does actually more on the field,
Their
Doctor. You know what I'm
defense
saying?
was
Like,
so
I think
bad
it's just
last
like
year.
you take the leader out like that. I think the Rams roll big time in this one. I like Rams like 31-14, 31-13, somewhere in that record. I'm going to go Rams to cover the spread as well.
I am going to say, if you are listening and you're out there right now, take your house deed and put it on the Rams
On
because
this
they're
one.
going to absolutely blast the Raiders in this game. I don't think I've been on saying this all off season. The Raiders are not going to do well at all. I don't like any of the moves they're making. Trading Mac was one of the stupidest things you could do because your defense was already terrible. And Rams big,
Yep. Daniel?
huge,
Rams.
huge.
Pop's going with your Rams, I'm guessing.
I like
right?
your score too. I like 31-10, 31-13.
You like that
something
score
like
right
that.
there? Yeah, I think they throw that up. So
bet the points on that. Just that's such a steal.
yeah. All right, guys. Good stuff. What a good Sunday of football right there. Covered the draft. Got Pigskin Pickin' Week 1 out of the way. Again, you guys got up till Thursday to sign up. I mean, you can sign up after, but you'd be behind the dog there. You guys make sure you follow us on Instagram at Sportscast. Download the show on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio. Follow our YouTube channel. Cam, appreciate you coming in, man. We missed you. It's a good time hanging out. Thanks for coming in. Daniel, thanks for sticking around. Good luck this year. Enjoy football. Enjoy the holiday weekend. And we'll be back next week. Be good humans. Thanks, Dad, for having breakfast. And we'll be back next week.
All right.